Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayana Namaskritya.
Narayana Namaskritya.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 30, text number 32. Does not have a purpose, so we will read and do recitation of 33. Tatra Sanjaya Asinam Paprachodvigna Manasaha Gavalagane Kvanstato Riddho Hinascha Netrayo. I'll read the translation and then actually we'll recite the verse 33 and the translation. So translation: Maharaj Yudhishthira, full of anxiety, turned to Sanjaya, who was sitting there, and said, "O Sanjaya, where is our uncle, who is old and blind?" Text 33. Responsive is Amba Cha Vataputrata Pitrabhyaha Va Gataha Surat Api Mai Akrita Pradne Arthabandhu Sa Varyaya Asham Samanaha Shavalam Gangayam Dukhito Patat Ambachahata Putrata Pitrubhyaha Kvagatasur Apimaya Krita Pradne Atabandhu Sabhayaya Ashamasamana Samalam Gangayam Dukhito Patat Ambachahata Putrata Pitrubhyaha Kvagatasur Apimaya Krita Pradne Atabandhu Sabhayaya Asham Samana Samalam Gangayam Dukhito Patat Ambachahata Putrata Pitrubhyaha Kvagatasur Atabandhu Sabhayaya Asham Samana Shamalam Gangayam Dukhito Patat
Ambachahata Putrata Abhimaya Krita Pagne Atabandhu Sabhayaya Asa Samanam Samalam Gangayam Dukhito Patat Gangayam Dukito Patat.
Amachahanta Purata.
Ambachahata Putrata.
Ridaya Kavakutatsarit.
Vijaya Kvagatasurit.
Abhimai Arata Prandani.
Abhimaya Krita Prane.
Atabuddha Saparayaya.
Atabandhu Savarayaya.
Asmananana Samalam.
Asam Samana Samalam.
Gayam Duhito Pata.
Gangayam Dukito Patat.
Ambachahata Putrata.
Ambachahata Putrata.
Vijaya Kvagatasari.
Vijaya Kvagatasurit.
Abhimaya Krita Prasne.
Abhimaya Prabne.
Patabandhu Saparayaya.
Atabandhu Savarayaya.
Asam Samana Samalam.
Asam Samana Samalam.
Gangayam Dukrito.
Gangayam Dukito Patat.
Word to word meaning Amba,
Amba.
mother and
Mother aunt.
mother aunt, Cha,
Cha.
and Ata Putra,
Ataputra.
who had lost all her sons.
Who had lost all her sons.
Arta,
Arta.
in a sorry plight.
In a
In a
sorry
sorry
plight.
plight.
Vidyaha,
Vidyaha.
Uncle Vidura,
Uncle Vidura.
where,
Where?
Gataha,
Gataha.
gone,
Gone.
Surat,
Surat.
well wisher,
Well
Well
wisher.
wisher.
Api,
Api.
weather,
Weather.
Mai,
Mai.
unto me,
Unto me.
Akrita Pratne,
Krita Prabne.
ungrateful,
Ungrateful.
Atabandhu,
Atabandhu.
one who has lost all his sons.
One who has lost all his sons.
Dhritarashtra,
Saha.
Saha,
Saha.
Dhritarashtra,
Dhritarashtra.
Bharyaya,
Bharyaya.
with his wife,
With his wife.
Asham Samanaha,
Asam Samanaha.
in doubtful mind,
In doubtful mind.
Shamalam,
Shamalam.
offenses,
Offenses.
Gangaya,
Gangaya.
in the Ganges water,
In the Ganges water.
Dukitaha,
Dukitaha.
in distressed mind,
Distressed mind.
Apatat,
Apatat.
fell down.
Fell
Fell
down.
down.
Translation: Where is my well-wisher uncle Vidura and mother Gandhari, who is very afflicted due to all her sons' demise? My uncle Dhritarashtra was also very mortified due to the death of all his sons and grandsons. Undoubtedly, I am very ungrateful. Did he therefore take my offenses very seriously, and along with his wife drown himself in the Ganges? Translation responsibilities. Where is my well-wisher,
Where is my well-wisher?
Uncle Vidura,
Uncle Vidura.
and Mother Gandhari,
And Mother Gandhari.
who is very afflicted
Who is very afflicted.
due to all her sons' demise?
Due to all her sons' demise.
My uncle Dhritarashtra
My uncle
was
Dhritarashtra
also very mortified
was also very mortified
due to the death of all his sons
due to the death of all his sons
and grandsons.
and grandsons.
Undoubtedly,
Undoubtedly,
I am very ungrateful.
I'm very ungrateful.
Did he therefore
Did he therefore
take my offenses
take my offenses
very seriously,
very seriously,
and along with his wife
and along with his wife,
drown himself in the Ganges?
drown himself in the Ganges?
Purport by Sri Prabhupada. The Pandavas, especially Maharaj Yudhishthira and Arjuna, anticipated the after effects of the battle of Kurukshetra, and therefore Arjuna declined to execute the fighting. The fight was executed by the will of the Lord, but the effects of family agreement, as they had thought of it before, had come to be true. Maharaj Yudhishthira was always conscious of the great plight of his uncle Dhritarashtra and aunt Gandhari, and therefore he took all possible care of them in their old age and agreed with conditions. When therefore he could not find his uncle and aunt in the palace, naturally his doubts arose, and he conjectured that they had gone down to the water of the Ganges. He thought himself ungrateful because when the Pandavas were fatherless, Maharaj Dhritarashtra had given them all royal facilities to live, and in return he had killed all Dhritarashtra's sons in the battle of Kurukshetra. As a pious man, Maharaj Yudhishthira took into account all his unavoidable misdeeds, and he never thought of the misdeeds of his uncle and company. Dhritarashtra had suffered the effects of his own misdeeds by the will of the Lord, but Maharaj Yudhishthira was thinking only of his own unavoidable misdeeds. That is the nature of a good man and a devotee of the Lord. A devotee never finds faults in others, but tries to find his own and thus rectify them as far as possible. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopi Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tattakāñcana Gaurāṅgi Radhe Vrindāvaneshwari Vishnavan Devi Pranamami Havipriye Vanchākalpatarubhyasya Kripā Sindhubhya Evacha Patitānaṁ Pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
So this is a beautiful chapter. We saw in the previous verse, the purport, we saw how Srila Prabhupada is actually mentioning the characteristics of Yudhishthira Maharaj and pointing out the duties of the householder, because Yudhishthira Maharaj was a king and also a householder, and different duties of a householder. And whatever, actually, if we observe in the family life, whatever the father and mother or the parents do, the kids, they always observe and try to follow the parents. Right? That's a very natural phenomenon. And I remember actually, my father had this was a long time back, of course later he gave up. In India, they chew the tobacco. Tobacco, they take the tobacco, actually raw tobacco, and then they do some procedure, put some limestone, and then they put it in the mouth. And I was very always, observing my father doing that. Usually it's stored in some container. And once I thought to try that, then of course my father was away. And then I don't know if anybody ever tried that. And I didn't know how much quantity and whatnot I had to pinch or more than that. And the whole tongue was burning, and it shoots your head like when you take the mustard, what is it? Wasabi?
Oh, yeah.
You take that,
Yes,
it hits your head, nerves of, and then I was like in tears. And so the point is that we try to, and actually this is imitation, it's not following, because if I would know what the effects, then I wouldn't follow that. So, we all follow the great personalities. And the kids, they follow the parents, and in the school they follow their teachers, and so on and so forth. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that Yadyat Acharati Shreshta Tat Eve Tarajana Sayat Pramana Kurute Lokas Tat Anuvartate. That Yadyat Acharati, whatever ashram, whatever action the great leaders do in the society, Yadyat Acharati Shreshta, of the very respectful personalities. Tat Devetaro Janaha, that all the Itara Janaha, all the other people, they follow. Sayat Pramanam Kurute, and whatever standards they set by their examples, Sayat Pramanam Kurute, Lokas Tat Anuvartate, and the Anuvartate means the rest of the people they follow. But we have to see whom we have to actually follow. Of course, modern day system is mostly democratic, where people they choose the leader and then they try to follow that leader. But here we see for the devotees, for the Vaishnavas, we have to follow the Acharya, because Acharya is the one. The word Acharya comes from Acharan. Acharan means putting in practice whatever Acharya means do activity. So it's not that the Acharya says something else and he follows something else. So you have to walk the talk, right? That's what they say in America, walk the talk. So what you speak or what you preach, you have to follow. So Acharya is the one who is following what he's saying. That's why we can see that Srila Prabhupada had so much success when he was preaching. Although before him there were so many gurus and yogis that came, and how many of them they really actually became devotees or devotees or even followed whatever the gurus followed, right? In those days, even they had the TM, was the transcendental meditation, and they're actually I was even thinking because Prabhupada in that purpose says that we should approach the personalities like Vidura and follow them. But then, if we try to practice that in our lives and we want to follow or approach a guru, where is the facility? Just like the TM, they would, you go and they will chant some mantra in your ears, and they will actually charge you some money. So there's some financial benefits involved. But then Srila Prabhupada is the only personality who actually didn't take nothing, but he gave everything. Right? There was no charge. Even so many, initially all these hippies came, and he fed them sumptuously without any charge. Right? Even like a full meal. What is that? Latus, what is it? ISKCON bullets.
Oh.
So he fed them nicely, and this is amazing that this was all done without any charge. And I think still ISKCON is the only society we can say that you can still come and join free of charge if you want to be a full-time devotee. But of course you have to be ready to follow the rules and regulations, especially the morning programs, getting up 4:30 in the morning, which most people find it hard because we are not trained in that way. But still, the opportunity is there. The Acharya or the great personalities like Srila Prabhupada, they are giving us this opportunity, and we have to take this opportunity. So yadi acharya shreshta sthatta devi trojana sayat pramanam brute lokasta anvartate. And in this verse it says, actually the verse number 22, that Yudhishthira Maharaj is inquiring from Sanjaya, and we know Sanjaya, right? Sanjaya Vacha from the Bhagavad Gita, that he was the assistant for Dhritarashtra. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, full of anxiety, turned to Sanjaya, who was sitting there, and said, "Oh Sanjaya, where is our uncle who is old and blind?" And in this text it says, "Where is my well-wisher uncle Vidura and mother Gandhari, who is very afflicted due to all her son's demise? My uncle Dhritarashtra was also very mortified due to the death of all his sons and grandsons. Undoubtedly, I am very ungrateful. Did he therefore take my offenses very seriously, and along with his wife drown himself in the Ganges?" So now it's very interesting because I was looking even in the purport. It doesn't say that they went to commit suicide. Right? It says that they went and did they go and drown themselves in Ganges? So what does this imply? That this is also just like there's one, of course there are different versions of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left his body, but one version is that he just walked into the ocean in Jagannath Puri, right? And of course there's another version where he emerged into the body of Tota Gopinath. But
And
this,
another that he went into Jagannath.
exactly, yeah, emerged into the body of Jagannath.
He probably did all three. Because there were witnesses.
That is wild stuff.
So yes, of course, we have all these versions into how we can connect which version we want. But the point here we're trying to make is that So, it's not suicide in the sense like ending the body out of frustration, but the final journey. And Ganges, of course, is the most purifying of all the rivers, because Krishna also says that, just like he says, of all the rivers, Ganga is the topmost river. So of course, if one gets drowned even by accident, one is guaranteed liberation. And furthermore, Prabhupada is saying that actually Yudhishthira Maharaj was always conscious of the great plight of his uncle, and even before the battle of Kurukshetra, of course the whole conversation of Bhagavad Gita came in because Arjuna, he had already predicted the results of the battle, and that's why he was very morose and not wanting to fight. And now this is what has happened, and that prediction actually came in true, that so much of massacre, and Dhritarashtra actually lost all his sons. And so Yudhishthira Maharaj is feeling very pitiful that my uncle, he has lost all his sons. And this is actually the nature of the Vaishnava. Although he had been tortured so much, they underwent so much of misery because of Dhritarashtra and his sons. Right? But even though they had all these miseries, Yudhishthira Maharaj is still so affectionate towards his uncle. So this is the most wonderful quality of a Vaishnava, that he does not find faults. That's what even Prabhupada says in the purport, that he does not find faults in other Vaishnavas or other living entities, but looks for faults within himself. Right? And the other day, Mataji was mentioning how Bhishma Dev, when he was on the bed of arrows and he was instructing, and one of the instruction was, if someone gets angry, right? If we have anger, of course, when we get angry on somebody, then what is the best way to avoid the anger? So then the answer was forgiveness, and we forgive. Right? Whoever has committed offenses unto us, we forgive them. So that is the instruction. And herein we can see that even though Yudhishthira Maharaj and the family, they have undergone so much of trouble due to Dhritarashtra, but still they are very forgiving. Right? They are even concerned that, actually he is cursing me, so that, did I commit any offense that because of which my uncle and aunt have left me, or they have gone away. So this is a very wonderful quality of Madina Madadena, that we don't want any respect for ourselves, but we give all respect to others. That's what even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mentioning. And furthermore, it says Maharaj Yudhishthira was thinking only of his own unavoidable misdeeds. So, because this was Krishna's wish, so in one sense, whatever came or whatever happened was unavoidable. It was not within control of Yudhishthira Maharaj. That is the nature of a good man and the devotee of the Lord. A devotee never finds fault with others, but tries to find his own and thus rectify them as far as possible. So I would like to end here. We can take some questions, comments, and if not, we will read CC. Yes, ma'am.
The Jagannath deities that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered into are on the Prikrama Marg in Vrindavan. Those deities, the pujaris all had dreams that these deities should go immediately to Vrindavan. So those deities during the Navakaleva, that didn't happen in the same way that it normally does.
Okay.
They brought those specific deities to Vrindavan, and you can still have darshan. And ISKCON is managing the seva of those deities.
Is it the same when we pass
We went to
Yamuna
it.
and
You
then
and I went
sunrise?
to it. Remember,
Yes,
I found
I
a
think
gold
Narendra
chain.
Maharaj
Yes,
is making it.
yes, he's the Mahan.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes,
I
those
thought
are the
they-
same deities from 500 years back.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, usually Navakalevaram they change, they give samadhi to the not older deities. And actually I went to the spot this time when I was in Jagannath Puri. There was a spot where you can see where, they bury or where Jagannath Deha is there, in the sense, they bury. That spot is there. It's on the, let's say, on the left side. And I was surprised because to enter that they charge some fee. I mean, it's not all 4-5 rupees, but still. And they put it, they say it's an exhibition. And I said, oh, of course it's nice, very beautiful flower gardens, because they have a kind of a greenhouse. Not greenhouse, but they grow flowers within cages because the monkeys, they come and destroy. And so many beautiful fragrant flowers. And there's a spot where, Jagannath, all the deities, after Navakalvaram, where when Jagannath goes into Samadhi or leaves his body there. So, any more points? I can read. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Chaitanya Radhasa Muni
Rasa Muni
Chaitanya Radhasa
Chaitanya Radhasa
Chaitanya Radhasa Muni
Chaitanya Dasa Muni
Naradase Radhasa
Naradasa Chaitanya
I am a servant of Lord Chaitanya, or servant of Lord Chaitanya. I am a servant of Lord Chaitanya and a servant of his servants. Saying this, Adideva Prabhu dances and loudly sings. Then at the next moment, he quietly sits down. The source of the sentiment of servitude is indeed
What's that
Lord
verse?
Balaram.
What's the verse?
It's 6. Adi 687.
687.
Actually, I chanted 686, so
686.
yeah, 86 we chanted just now, so 87 almost. The source of the sentiment of servitude, so we are meeting now. The source of the sentiment of servitude is indeed Lord Balaram. The plenary expansions who follow him are all influenced by that ecstasy. Lord Samkarshan, who is one of his incarnations, always considers himself a devotee. Another of his incarnations, Lakshmana, who is very beautiful and opulent, always serves Lord Ram. The Vishnu, who lies on the causal ocean, is an incarnation of Lord Sankarshan, and accordingly, the emotion of being a devotee is always present in his heart. Advaita Acharya is a separate expansion of him. He always engages in devotional service with his thoughts, words, and actions. Jai Shri Shri Panchatattva.
Jai Panchatattva.
By his words, he declares, I am a servant of Lord Chaitanya. Thus, with his mind, he always thinks, I am his devotee. With his body, he worshipped the Lord by offering Ganges water and tulsi leaves, and by preaching devotional service, he delivered the entire universe. Shesha Sankarshan, who holds all the planets on his head, expands himself in different bodies to render service to Lord Krishna. These are all incarnations of Lord Krishna, yet we always find that they act as devotees. The scriptures call them incarnations as devotees, Bhakta Avatara. The position of being such an incarnation is above all others. Lord Krishna is the source of all incarnations, and all others are his parts or partial incarnations. We find that the whole and the part behave as superior and inferior. The source of all incarnations has the emotions of the superior when he considers himself the master, and he has the emotions of an inferior when he considers himself a devotee. The position of being a devotee is higher than that of equality with Lord Krishna, for the devotees are dearer to Lord Krishna than his own self. Before we saw that the source of all incarnation, which is Krishna, has the emotions of the superior when he considers himself the master, and he has the emotions of an inferior when he considers himself a devotee. Okay. The position of being a devotee is higher than that of equality with Lord Krishna. But devotees are dearer to Lord Krishna than his own self. Lord Krishna considers his devotees greater than himself. In this connection, the scriptures provide abundance of evidence. O Uddhava, neither Brahma, nor Shankar, nor Sankarshan, nor Lakshmi, nor even my own self is as dear to me as you. The sweetness of Lord Krishna is not to be tasted by those who consider themselves equal to Krishna. It is to be tasted only through the sentiments of servitude. This conclusion of the revealed scriptures is also the realization of experienced devotees. Fools and rascals, however, cannot understand the opulences of devotional emotions. It's amazing, actually. In the material world, if we say servant, that's considered the very lowest position. But Krishna is considering that lowest position as the highest. So Baladeva, Lakshmana, Advaita Acharya, Lord Nityananda, Lord Shesha, and Lord Sankarsana taste the nectarian mellows of the transcendental bliss of Lord Krishna by recognizing themselves as being his devotees and servants. They are all mad with that happiness, and they know nothing else. What to speak of others, even Lord Krishna himself becomes thirsty to taste his own sweetness. He tries to taste his own sweetness, but he cannot do so without accepting the emotions of the devotee. Therefore, Lord Krishna accepted the position of a devotee and descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya.